So as you may have seen from the title, today is going to be looking at the Gerber Armbar Trade. Now one thing about this, it is $43, which I kind of think is a little too much for something like this, especially with Gerber quality, it's not bad, but it's not quite the highest quality knife. So $43, you might want to look at something slightly different. So, to start off, as we can see, we have a sheep's foot blade, which is very nice, straight edge. A lot of people see that in especially Leathermans, on the serrated blades, but a lot of people would like to have it on both the straight and serrated edge. Now, to check out the length of this blade, cutting edge wise, from there to about there, we got not quite 3 inches, so pretty solid blade. Very sharp, good for precision, like push down cuts. And it's kind of off to the side, so I'd watch out for that. You will not have a centered, very strong system. It uses a liner lock with a ball detent to keep it from just loosely hanging. Next, we have the copyrighted center drive screwdriver style, which has a magnetic, as you can see down here, flat and Phillips head screwdriver, which is mediocre. The bit for the Phillips head is not very blunt. It's very blunt, so not very good for getting in smaller places, but it's good. One problem with it, though, is it doesn't lock. Gerber, why do you not make any of your bit drivers locked? Which they don't at all, ever, on the Armbar series. But at least it does have a stronger detent than most, which is pretty nice. So, not the worst. Next is the awl. Now, this awl, it's not the worst. Very small, so you're not going to get a whole lot of length into it if you're trying to jab into something. It's very good for maybe precision tasks. Wood carving is what I've found. But watch out, that edge is sharp. So don't just kind of wave this around people, because the edge does hurt and it is sharp. Next on the, I guess, inner tool set is what you would call this. I'm not really sure on half tools. We have a saw. And this saw, it's not a bad saw. It's just very small. I would recommend it for very light duty tasks, like maybe cutting down the sprout off of a limb. But if you're going to be cutting, I'd recommend like a Leatherman or Victorinox saw if you're doing light duty tasks. But people will talk about how they use their Leatherman for everything, or their Victorinox for everything. Don't be that guy. If you've got something big, just get a chainsaw or a big handsaw, something that'll be easier to use. Then we have a pommel on this end, which you will see how they say to hold it is like this, which is very good weight-handed force, but not as safe, I guess, because your pinky, if it's like mine, it wanders, so you'll be boom, 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 and then eventually it'll get down right under it, and you won't know until you've smashed your hand there. And then what I would recommend instead is holding it kind of like this, index above the pocket clip. Everything else kind of rests as a grip, thumb on top, boom. Next, as you can see, is a bottle opener. Now, this isn't like a regular bottle opener where you can, like what's on Leathermans and Victorinoxes, doesn't do good. It's thick. So you will be able to kind of pry it open in a sense if you work hard enough. And then that can kind of dual as a pry bar, depending on how you fit it under. And you can use it as a pry bar or paint opener, whatever. And another thing, the last thing that a lot of people, when they got this, were crazy about. Gerber's finally put a pocket clip on their arm bars. They haven't done this on any of them. They've put 2 holes here on all of them, like they were going to, like they meant to, but they just never did. Now the 2 holes are still there, which is kind of weird, but they've got a pocket clip. Shout out to Gerber for finally putting on a pocket clip. And that is the video on the Gerber Armbar Drive. Thanks for watching the video.